Hey, what's up guys, Will here for GSM Arena. The new vanilla iPhone, the iPhone 16, has arrived, and you might wonder if it's worth upgrading to. But there's also the choice to get last year's iPhone 15 and save a bit of money. Are the upgrades on the iPhone 16 enough to be worth getting over the iPhone 15? Let's put them head to head and find out. The new iPhone is very similar to the previous one, but there are a few small changes this time around. Design-wise, they have the same look, the same dimensions, and even the same weight. The difference is down to a single gram. The only visual difference is that on the new model, the cameras are arranged differently. But with the iPhone 16, Apple has introduced a couple of hardware buttons as well. There's the Action key, which was exclusive to last year's iPhone Pro models. It's a button you can assign to open one of a few predefined actions, or one of your own custom shortcuts. And then there's a brand new camera control key. You can use it to start the camera, to access and change settings on the fly, and of course to shoot photos and take videos, all without having to touch the display. Another change is that on the front, the iPhone 16 has tougher ceramic shield glass. Other than that, you get the same display on either phone, a 6.1-inch OLED with a high resolution and a 60Hz refresh rate. It would have been nice if this year's base iPhone brought a high refresh rate, but that isn't the case. Maybe next year. Otherwise, both displays perform well, with great HDR capabilities, and about the same high max brightness. When it comes to audio, the new model's stereo speaker setup is slightly louder than last year's. Otherwise, you get the same nice sound quality on either phone. One of the major differences between these two phones is the chipset. The iPhone 15 runs on an Apple A16 Bionic chip. The iPhone 16, on the other hand, has a new Apple A18 chipset, which is meant to be both more powerful and power efficient. The phone also has more RAM. The iPhone 15 is no slouch, but the new model outscores it in benchmarks by a significant margin, so it's a better choice if you're planning to play some high-end games. Also, Apple is soon rolling out its new Apple Intelligence AI-based features. While they should be compatible with the iPhone 15 as well, the iPhone 16 would likely perform these tasks better, as its chipset has a more powerful neural processing unit. And thanks to the better power efficiency, the iPhone 16's battery life is longer than that of last year's model. It earned higher scores across all of our tests. Charging speed, on the other hand, has hardly changed. 30 minutes of charging brought both phones to nearly 60%, and when charging to full, the time difference was just a few minutes. The wireless charging has been upgraded on the iPhone 16 though. And now we have the cameras. The iPhone 15 has a 48-megapixel main cam paired with a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera. The iPhone 16 brings the same 48-megapixel main cam, but is paired with a new 12-megapixel ultra-wide which has a brighter lens and autofocus. The daylight photo quality has seen no real change since last year. Photos are detailed, with Apple's signature conservative look and wide dynamic range. And despite having a new ultra-wide camera, during the day the ultra-wide shots look the same too. The main difference is that since the new ultra-wide cam has autofocus, the iPhone 16 can take close-up macro shots with it. In low light, the photos from the main cameras are largely identical and look great. The brighter aperture on the ultra-wide camera does have an effect at night, and the ultra-wide photos from the iPhone 16 are brighter, with more detail and less noise. Here are some selfies from the 12-megapixel front-facing cam. The quality is the same on both phones, with lots of detail. The iPhone 16 has studio-grade microphones for better audio quality, plus capabilities for spatial video and audio recording. But the actual video quality hasn't changed. It's excellent across the board from either phone. So that's the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 15. Is the new model worth getting over the old one? The iPhone 16 brings a more durable display and new hardware buttons in the Action key and the camera control key. Plus there's a new, more powerful chipset, longer battery life, improved wireless charging, and a better ultra-wide cam. And it will support the upcoming Apple Intelligence features. The iPhone 15 doesn't bring specific advantages per se, but it has a nearly identical overall user experience to the new model, and a considerably lower price. In the end, the iPhone 16 is clearly the better device, but the updates aren't game-changing for most users. If you need more power under the hood, get the newer one, but otherwise the iPhone 15 is still great, and it'll save you some cash. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.